Prague Castle is finally partially reopening, and the castle is getting rid of the security checkpoints that are surrounding it. That was the news in all the media in Czech Republic. So we took our camera to check out what the reality really is. So far it's not looking good, man. Můžeme dovnitř nebo ne? Zavřeno. Dobře, děkuju. Naschle. Now it's important to add that there was always security at the castle. They were called the castle guards. Very famous, tourists loved them. And 4 years ago, they've added these booths and these anti-tank barriers and all these fences, and the castle sort of shut down. Even though the area of the castle, the squares, are public space that you could normally walk through, walk to. There were services like a post office that you could use before. So let's see what they actually opened up. So far I can tell you that it's definitely open to car traffic. The first part of the castle that opened up are the royal gardens, and we're going to show them to you. Normally we would walk this way, but we cannot. There's the security checks, so we have to walk around. Also, if you're wondering why this is here, which is beautiful, it's because when they installed the security checks, there were lines of tourists lining up here on the sidewalk, and they were afraid a car will run into them, so they put these in. Smart. Finally, the entrance to the royal gardens, that's closed. We gotta use another one that's way ahead of us. Finally, we made it to the royal garden, and I must say it's absolutely beautiful here. Walking on the camera is a tough job, you don't know. So to get from there to right here, we had to walk 1.5 kilometers. On the other hand, I can easily open this gate because it's just a love lock that I can cut. I'm sure you'll agree that this is one of the most beautiful gardens we have in Prague. Unfortunately, it's partially ruined by the fact that you walk through it and you reach a dead end because of these security checks that are not in place. So now we have to walk back the same way, and let's see what other things opened up. Well, from the media buzz, I actually hoped this would be opened. But once you read all the articles, very clearly it specifies that only the upper part of the deer moat is open, not the bottom part. Here you're just gonna run into restricted area, no entry. In Czech it even says army guarded. For some reason I don't understand why would the mayor take a picture in front of this gate saying how happy he is. But later in the text he describes that he will once again ask the castle to reopen this. Well, we gotta go to the upper part, which this way would be short, but we gotta go, it's far. With a big detour, we eventually made it to the deer moat, and once again we were warned by the police officer that it is not walkable through. We're eventually gonna reach a dead end. Also, there is this tennis court that is changing from Roland Garros to Wimbledon. And once again, after 300 meters, we've reached a dead end, or this throughway that is now not through. And we're missing another 800 meters of the moat that is still closed. And to make sure nobody gets in, they put a fence over a fence. I heard you like fences, so here's a fence on top of a fence. And once again, to be fair, the deer moat is absolutely beautiful and it's worth taking a walk around. And if you're wondering why was it closed for such a long time, well, the reason was that here they had some issues with the water, so they had to fix it. So they closed the entire moat. Also, I'm seeing that you're having some trouble grow the grass here. I do have some experience in that, so give me a call, I'll help you. The last place that opened here at the Prague Castle, and we can show you, are here, the South Gardens. And we're showing it to you, especially for the amazing view of the entire city. And also you can peek at the garden of the British Embassy. And if you look the other way, you see the tower of the cathedral. So I highly recommend coming here. Unfortunately, even here, you eventually reach a dead end and you cannot continue. So you gotta turn back and go out the way you came in. By the way, we were just here, 100 meters from here, and to get here, we couldn't just walk through, but we had to take a detour of 1.5 kilometers up the stairs. We have walked a lot to film today's video because the parts are open, but you cannot walk through them. And we've met a lot of people that were confused because they read all these articles that the security checkpoints are gone, that the castle is opened, and they believe that they could actually walk through, which you cannot. We don't know when the situation will change, when the castle will open, but doesn't look any good. But hey, we're here to give you tips, and you saw these places that are opened are absolutely beautiful and worth a visit. But if you don't want to hit a dead end while roaming a castle, you can go to the other Prague castle, Vyšehrad, which is awesome. You can walk freely wherever you want, no security checks whatsoever. Grab a beer, enjoy the view. So that's our tip. So on the future episode of The Honest Guide, we should go to Vyšehrad, the other Prague castle, and show you around. So if you don't want to miss that, you can subscribe to our channel, which is slowly climbing to 1 million subscribers. And I'll see you next week, next Sunday. Ciao. And a Czech word at the end is dočasný, which means temporary. Dočasný, temporary. Everything in the world is dočasný.